Femi is dope.
Femi is that guy.
Femi is awesome.
Talented. Unique.
The best.
The beast.
God.
Smooth.
Femi Adigan is a young aspiring rapper here at Homewood Flossmoor High School. The prominent sophomore recently gained notoriety for winning HF's first annual rap contest on VTV. The word is certainly getting out, and Femi is promptly building up the regard as one of the best rap artists that HF has to offer.
A lot of rappers ignore how effective they really are in society, and that's one thing that I never want to ignore, and I want to be a real example, you know what I'm saying, for my peers and for people that are coming up under me.
Rocky brings up a good point. Artists need to recognize the influence that they may have on people's lives, and in some cases, those younger, more naive listeners might try to imitate the behavior of that artist. That being said, it is at the discretion of the artist as to what image they want to put out there of themselves.
Well, one, I don't curse in my raps at all. Like, it's stuff I listen to, I can play in front of my mom's. Like, all just like me and her vibing one day, listen to my mixtape, you know, in the car on the way to church, you know, like.
That's love, like the fact that you can actually play music for your mom, because like, I could never dare play my music for my mom.
Oh, that's a huge advantage, because I mean, like most rappers, like they can't go back to their moms and tell them, you know, what they were talking about.
Who needs to be on the radio, or he has to be in schools, then they can play his stuff. They won't be able to play the other rappers' things.
If he performed at like a school setting or radio time, you know, it's no bleeps. Like, it won't detract from his performance.
Yeah, it's interesting. He's still like, a lot of times I've seen like when people have to hold back from swearing, you know, it's like a lack of confidence, because like for a rapper, it's hard to not swear.
From the looks of it, by Femi having the ability to maintain a level of creativity without swearing, it gives him a unique advantage. Whether it's the flexibility of his songs being broadcasted over the air, or his ability to perform and share his music with a wide demographic, Femi is certainly setting himself up to have a clear advantage above the other rap artists once his career begins to take off. But how was this skill acquired? Why doesn't Femi swear?
I just don't, because of the fact that I feel like, well, from what my brothers have told me, like, if you're truly creative, you can, they always tell me that's what makes me as creative as I am, because of the fact that I can come up with stuff that's still, you know, not mind-blowing, but still, like, you know, that can get people thinking without having, you know, to curse or use words like that.
The goal of any artist in the music industry is to make people listen to their music. How that artist obtains that goal is up to them. Unfortunately, the sad truth is that many artists don't entirely write their own songs. Some examples are Rihanna, Miley Cyrus, Milli Vanilli. Even Elvis Presley didn't write a lot of his music. Audiences want to hear songs that they can relate to. However, some artists simply write songs about what is popular during that time, basically ignoring their actual beliefs. Femi not only writes his own material, but has a strong foundation of other important qualities as well.
Yeah, no, I see myself staying the exact same, just evolving with creativity-wise and flow-wise, and keep, you know, becoming innovative. But as in for me, you know, staying true to myself, oh yeah, I'm gonna be like that forever.
He stays with his style, and he doesn't try to, you know, do anybody else's style.
Mostly I rap about stuff, you know, typical teenagers do, like, or go through, or like.
You look at most of the rappers nowadays, they all got their own style, you know.
So while the goal of an artist is to make people listen to their music and be relatable as well, they still want to stand out amongst the rest. Artists don't want to settle for average, or else they wouldn't be in this business, period. Artists need to have something that sets them apart from their competitors. They need to find that one thing that they do exceptionally well and then build upon it. Their signature style, if you will. What makes Femi stand out?
Honestly, his style to me, he a punchline cat, you know?
He can relate, like, he can bring a punchline and he can relate it to, like, reality, to, like, what he's doing today. Like, you know, he could talk about how lunch was, and he could, like, break that down into, like, you know, a few punchlines.
Although Femi has many qualities that might help influence potential success, talent can only take you so far. The public may have the perception that some artists become famous rather easily. However, making it big requires a combination of talent and hard work. And if you put all of the hard work in together with talent, you will get luckier breaks as a result. Even though Femi aspires to have a future career as a rap artist, he is not simply going to sit around waiting for it to happen. Femi works just as hard in school as he does with his music. In my opinion, this shows signs of not only an intelligent individual, but a wise and realistic individual as well. Femi has the talent and potential, but he finds it extremely important to have something that he can fall back on if all else fails.
Truthfully, I still want to go to college and everything too, so rapping is more like my number two. It's a really huge number two, but it's like more like my backup plan.
He talks a lot about how rapping is not his main, what you call it? His main path in life. He wants to go to college.
But it's like, I'm definitely striving to get signed and, striving to, blow up and, be known around, the country and maybe eventually the world. But I'm very patient.
Whether Femi makes it big or not, the unique qualities and humble characteristics that he has will no doubt lead him to a successful future. Still, Femi's unique style and charming personality are certainly making a lasting impression on others in the present as to the man that he is.
Femdot, Lil Femi. Femi is...
Femi, smooth. Yeah, smooth.
Femi is the man. You know what I'm saying?
After taking on this project, we now have a pretty good understanding of how others feel about Femi, not only as a rapper, but as a person. We talked about the goal of an artist, wanting to generate listeners and be relatable, but when it is all said and done, artists want to be remembered. So what about the man himself? How does Femi think of him? Who actually is Femi?
Like, he's really good and he will make it. He strives for the best. He will make it. Believe that.
Femi is the best rapper alive today.
Femi is humble. Femi is, responsible, respectful. Femi is artist. Femi, I'm sorry saying myself in third person. That's kind of.
So who knows where Femi will be in 5, 10 years? Will he be a famous rap artist? Or will he be a doctor or lawyer? Nevertheless, one day you might be able to tell someone that you went to school with Femi Adigan.